Let me tell you about this game.
E.T. for the Atari 2600 was obviously a game about E.T. for the Atari 2600. It was released in 1982, and it has a little bit of an interesting history about it.
It's a tale of hubris, of an Icarus-like programmer flying too close to the sun.
Picture this. It was the early 80s. Everyone was trying to cash in on the video game craze. Little movie about a surplus terrestrial is sweeping the nation. So obviously Atari got to make a video game about it. The only issue is that it had to be ready for the Christmas season. Why was this an issue? It was only 5 weeks away by the time development would start. Despite being told this, a young programmer by the name of Howard Scott Warshaw decided he was up to the task.
Yeah, I can do this.
Well, it was completed in time, so let's see what we got. We're going to grab our copy of E.T., plug it into our Ataris 2600, and get started. Oh no. Where's the background music? And is that E.T. with his little glowing finger out on display? Well, get used to these sound effects because you're going to be hearing them a lot. Guess we should just get started playing this, and I don't actually know the point of this game. I had to look it up in the manual. Apparently, the point of this game is to collect the 3 pieces of the interstellar phone that E.T. needs in order to phone home. These will be stored in these pits, which, honestly, you're just going to get stuck in a whole ton. It feels like a lot of the times you get out of these pits, you just fall directly back in. You can collect candy along the way to get bonus points. Make sure you avoid these 2 guys, though. The FBI agent takes all your stuff, and the scientist brings you to jail. E.T. doesn't belong in jail. He's innocent. He was framed. Elliot's the one that committed all that tax fraud. You have a little step or energy counter or something on the bottom of the screen, and when that runs out, E.T. just kicks it. Elliot comes by, revives him, and you start from where you left off. You only have 3 lives, though. After that, game over. Once you collect all 3 pieces of the phone, you can phone home, and then you get to the ship and go home.
This game is bad. This game's real bad. Like, my dog won't even play this game, and he plays with sticks. This game was so bad that when people think about the North American video game crash of 1983, this is probably the first game they think of. It's a prime example of what was going wrong in the industry. There were so many unsold copies of this game, amongst other games, that there were rumors for the longest time that Atari buried all these unsold copies in a landfill in New Mexico. Well, fast forward to 2014, and this actually ends up being true. People find and dig up these unsold copies of all these games.
I ended up digging up my copy from the back alleyway behind my local Denny's.
All in all, E.T. for the Atari 2600 is a warning against rushed deadlines, oversaturation of the market, and poor quality control in the industry. Well, I'm Mr. Ginger Ninja, and you've just been told